Imagine this: you are alone in your space, working relentlessly, doing what others may call the impossible. There's no applause, no spotlight. But deep down, you know this silence is where the magic happens. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something: success isn't about making noise, it's about the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you're building something real. You know why? Because while everyone else is out there making a show of their efforts, you're in the background, quietly perfecting your craft, sharpening your skills, and staying focused on what truly matters. It's easy to get distracted by the noise around you, the doubts, the opinions. People will question you. They'll tell you to slow down, to take a break, to wait for the right time, but I'm here to tell you, don't listen to them. The time is now. The work is now. The dedication you put in when no one's looking is what will set you apart. You see, success doesn't need a microphone. It doesn't need a crowd. It doesn't need validation from anyone else. It only needs you, your effort, and your vision. So when you're feeling exhausted, when the world is telling you to quit, that's when you push harder. The best part, your success will surprise everyone. They'll see you rise and they'll be shocked by how far you've come. But guess what? They'll never know the nights you stayed up late, the early mornings, the sweat, and the tears that went into building the life you've now created. That's the beauty of hard work and silence. You don't have to announce your greatness. Your results will do that for you. The world will recognize your success, but only because you were consistent when it didn't seem like anyone was watching. You worked when the applause was absent. And when the time came, you let your success speak. Now, here's the truth: this journey isn't easy. It takes persistence. It takes grit. And yes, it will take time. But trust in yourself. Trust in the process. Because when you show up every single day, giving it your all, eventually the world will see what you've done. And trust me, they'll be shocked by the power of your success. So keep your head down, keep grinding, and let your success do the talking. The power of quiet preparation lies in the strength you build when no one is watching. It's in those moments when you're working without recognition, grinding away on your craft, that you begin to lay the foundation for success. Everyone loves a grand reveal, but few understand the work that goes into it. Preparation in silence is where you sharpen your skills, refine your vision, and fortify your resolve. It's the behind-the-scenes work that can't be measured by likes, followers, or applause. The quiet moments are where you learn, grow, and evolve into the person capable of achieving extraordinary things. In a world where instant gratification and public acknowledgement are often celebrated, quiet preparation can feel undervalued. But this is the very stage where your future is built. Every step, every hour spent perfecting your craft, and every setback you quietly overcome contributes to the masterpiece you're creating. And when that moment finally arrives, when your success takes center stage, it doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It emerges from the quiet strength of all the preparation that came before. What people fail to realize is that those who succeed aren't necessarily the ones who talk the loudest. They are the ones who put in the work in the silence, unbothered by the distractions and noise around them. They're the ones who continue to move forward, even when no one else notices. They're the ones who understand that the true power of preparation lies not in the recognition, but in the consistency and commitment to keep pushing forward day after day. Patience and persistence are two of the most powerful forces behind any success story, and they often go hand in hand. Patience is the quiet strength that allows you to endure the waiting, the setbacks, and the slow progress without losing sight of your ultimate goal. It's the ability to stay focused, despite the fact that things aren't moving as quickly as you'd like. It's understanding that success doesn't come overnight and being okay with that. Persistence, on the other hand, is the unyielding determination to keep going, no matter how many obstacles you face. It's the refusal to quit when the journey gets tough, when people doubt you, or when it seems like success is just out of reach. Persistence is the force that keeps you showing up, even when results are not immediately visible, It's about doing the work day in and day out, even when it feels like no one is paying attention or recognizing your effort. Together, patience and persistence create a combination that is unstoppable. Patience helps you accept that growth takes time, while persistence ensures that you keep moving forward despite any setbacks. They allow you to weather the storms, to endure the difficult moments, and to keep your eyes focused on the prize even when it feels far away. This partnership teaches you that every small step, every ounce of effort, is leading you closer to your goal, even when the results aren't immediate. Patience tells you to trust the process, and persistence pushes you to take one more step when you feel like you can't go any further. Blocking out the noise is about creating the space to hear your own thoughts, your own desires, and your own direction without being drowned out by the opinions and distractions of others. In a world where everyone seems to have something to say about your path, it's easy to get sidetracked or influenced by the constant chatter. People will tell you what you should be doing, how you should be doing it, and when you should be doing it. But the truth is, their opinions are distractions that can derail you from your unique journey. To truly succeed, you have to learn to tune out the external noise and listen to your inner voice, the one that understands your purpose and knows the path that's best for you. This requires a deep level of focus and self-awareness. It's about recognizing that not every piece of advice or opinion is meant for you. The noise can come in many forms: the naysayers who doubt your potential, the critics who don't understand your vision, and even the overwhelming pressure to keep up with others. When you block out the noise, you allow yourself to align more closely with your true goals and aspirations. It means making the conscious choice to stop comparing yourself to others and to stop measuring your progress against someone else's timeline. The path you walk is uniquely yours, and it requires you to filter out distractions and stay focused on what truly matters. In this silence, you can hear your own thoughts clearly, enabling you to make decisions that are aligned with your long-term vision, not influenced by the transient opinions of others. Growth in the shadows is a concept that speaks to the quiet, often unseen evolution that occurs when you're not in the spotlight. It's about working on yourself, honing your craft, and improving your skills without needing external validation or recognition. In the shadows, there's no applause, no cheering crowds, and no cameras capturing every moment. It's just you, your effort, and the commitment to becoming better every day, even when no one is watching. This phase of growth is vital because it's where the foundation is laid. The public doesn't see the long nights, the struggles, the small victories, or the failures that you face in private. They don't see the mental battles you fight or the sacrifices you make to keep moving forward. But it's in these moments that true progress is made. This is the time when you refine your skills, build your resilience, and develop the strength to face whatever comes your way. When you grow in the shadows, there's no pressure to perform or to meet someone else's expectations. You are free to work at your own pace, make mistakes, learn, and adjust without the weight of judgment. This is where the transformation happens, where you get stronger, more capable, and more focused. It's a process of becoming the best version of yourself, not because the world sees it, but because you're doing it for you and for the journey ahead. What's powerful about growth in the shadows is that when you finally emerge from the darkness, you do so as a completely different person, someone who has invested deeply in themselves, someone who is ready to face the world with confidence. The growth you experience in those quiet, hidden moments often becomes the catalyst for future success, and when it's time for you to step into the light, your strength and readiness will shine brighter than ever before. The strength in struggles lies in the fact that they are the crucible in which we are forged. Struggles are often seen as obstacles, setbacks, or burdens, but they are much more than that. They are the defining moments that test our limits and reveal what we are truly made of. It is in the struggle that we develop resilience, perseverance, and the kind of character that cannot be built through ease or comfort. Struggles force us to dig deeper, to reach within ourselves and find strengths we never knew existed. When faced with a struggle, the natural reaction is often to retreat, to give up, to avoid the discomfort. But it is only by embracing the struggle, by facing it head-on, that we unlock the power it holds. Struggles push us to grow beyond what we thought was possible. They challenge our assumptions, break down our egos, and strip away the easy answers. In doing so, they force us to find new solutions, to adapt, and to evolve. It is in the hardest moments that we find our true potential. When everything seems to be falling apart, when it feels like the world is against us, we discover just how strong we really are. The strength gained in these moments doesn't just come from overcoming the immediate challenge, it comes from the growth and lessons learned throughout the process. Each struggle becomes a step toward becoming a stronger, more capable individual, someone who is prepared for whatever comes next. The beauty of struggles is that they often show us our blind spots, the areas in which we need to improve, the weaknesses we must confront, and the flaws we must address. They force us to face the uncomfortable truths about ourselves. And as we grow through those uncomfortable moments, we emerge stronger, wiser, and more equipped to handle future challenges with grace and confidence. Every struggle carries with it the seeds of strength, and those who are willing to face them rather than run from them will find that the power lies not in avoiding difficulties, but in using them as a means of personal transformation. Silence as a weapon is a powerful tool that can be used strategically to assert control and strengthen situations where words alone would fail. In a world that thrives on noise, opinions, and constant chatter, silence has the potential to become one of the most impactful forms of communication. When you choose to remain silent in the face of criticism, doubt, or negativity, it can be more powerful than any rebuttal or argument. It's in that silence that your inner strength becomes evident, not because you're saying something, but because you're showing that you are unshaken, unbothered, and confident in your own purpose. Silence gives you space to observe, to assess, and to understand what's truly going on around you. While others may be reacting emotionally or impulsively, you are able to stay calm, collected, and deliberate. The silence allows you to gather your thoughts, to choose your response carefully, and to act with precision. It's a weapon because it forces others to fill the void with their own uncertainty or assumptions. They are left to wonder why you're not engaging, why you're not reacting, and in that uncertainty, you maintain the upper hand. There's a unique power in not giving away your energy unnecessarily. When you are silent, you conserve your strength and focus on what really matters. This quiet reserve often leads to a greater sense of respect from others as they begin to recognize that your silence speaks volumes about your self-control and wisdom. You are not easily rattled. You do not need to engage in every battle or defend every point. Your silence becomes a shield, protecting you from unnecessary distractions and keeping your energy focused on your ultimate goals. In situations where others are trying to provoke you, silence also serves as a form of defiance. It is a refusal to engage in the drama or chaos that others may want to stir up. By choosing silence, you take away their power to control your emotions or reactions. Instead of lowering yourself to their level, you rise above it, remaining unperturbed by their attempts to disrupt your peace. This silence can often be more cutting than any words, as it silently communicates your refusal to be manipulated or drawn into conflict. Overcoming doubts is a crucial part of any journey toward success, yet it is something many people struggle with. Doubt creeps in when you're on the brink of something great, when you're pushing the boundaries of your comfort zone, or when you're about to take a leap of faith. It's that inner voice that questions your abilities, your worth, and whether you're truly capable of achieving what you've set out to do. Doubts can be paralyzing, convincing you that you're not good enough, that you'll fail, or that success is only meant for others, not you. But the key to overcoming those doubts lies in understanding that they are not truths, they are simply fears and insecurities trying to hold you back from reaching your potential. The first step in overcoming doubt is to acknowledge it without letting it control you. Doubts will come, it's a natural part of the process. But they don't have to define your journey. When you face them head on, you disarm their power. Recognizing that doubt is just a passing emotion allows you to separate it from your true capabilities. In these moments, it's important to remind yourself of the reasons you started in the first place, your goals, your dreams, and your vision for the future. When you reconnect with your why, you find the strength to push through the doubts and continue on your path. Another essential part of overcoming doubt is building self-belief. Trusting yourself doesn't come overnight, it takes time and experience. But with every small victory, every challenge you face and overcome, you build a foundation of confidence. The more you push through the doubt and take action, the stronger your belief in your ability to succeed becomes. Doubt may never completely disappear, but as you gain experience and see results, it becomes easier to push past it. Overcoming doubts also requires you to challenge the narrative that doubt creates. It's easy to believe that your doubts are a reflection of reality, that the fear of failure is a sign that you're not cut out for success. But in reality, doubt is often a sign that you're on the right track, that you're stretching yourself, moving beyond your comfort zone, and taking risks that are necessary for growth. Instead of seeing doubt as a barrier, see it as an indicator that you're progressing. It's a sign that you're doing something meaningful, something that matters to you. When you change your perspective, you realize that doubt is not your enemy, it's a natural part of the journey toward greatness. Surprising the world is about defying expectations, challenging the status quo, and showing up in ways that others never saw coming. It's about taking the quiet, diligent work you've been doing behind the scenes and letting it speak for itself when the time is right. People often have preconceived notions of what you can and can't do, of who they think you are based on the surface level of what they've seen. But when you surprise the world, you shatter those perceptions and prove that you're capable of far more than anyone imagined. Surprising the world requires a level of self-belief that goes beyond what others think of you. It's not about seeking validation or trying to fit into the mold that society has set for you. Instead, it's about trusting your own path and knowing that you have something unique to offer. You know your worth, and you understand that your journey is yours alone. The world may have doubted you, overlooked you, or underestimated you. But when you finally reveal the depth of your abilities, it leaves them in awe. But surprising the world also requires patience and preparation. The moment you step into the light, your success may seem like it appeared out of nowhere. But behind every unexpected breakthrough is countless hours of work, resilience in the face of adversity, and a commitment to keeping going even when others didn't believe in you. The surprise isn't in the result, but in the quiet dedication and the work done in the shadows that led to it. Sometimes it's the silence, the waiting, and the discipline to keep moving forward when no one is watching that makes the surprise even more powerful. It's as if you've been quietly building a force. And when it finally manifests, it shocks the world because they weren't prepared for the magnitude of what you've accomplished. Your success doesn't need to be announced, it will be undeniable when it arrives. And when it does, it will be a reflection not of luck or chance, but of the immense preparation and belief that have been building within you all along. Surprising the world is not about seeking attention or recognition. It's about trusting your own path, putting in the hard work, and embracing the journey regardless of the external noise. It's about letting your actions, dedication, and results speak louder than words. The world may have doubted you, overlooked you, or failed to see your potential, but when you surprise them, you reveal the strength, resilience, and talent that were always within you. The surprise isn't in the result itself, but in the quiet, persistent effort that paved the way for your breakthrough. When you show up as your true self, unapologetically and with purpose, the world won't just be surprised, it will be inspired.